Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going to do something fun. We're going to errata well, I guess not all of, a bunch of my favorite cards that are actually either not great or just bad. Some of these are small things, some of these are a bit more in-depth, I think, to bring them up to par with the current meta. But we're just going to go over some changes on what I think each card would need to be a little bit more viable. So we're going to start with Hexeblaumon from BT5. When attacking, trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, this Digimon gains jamming for the turn. I think that part's fine. All turns, your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards cannot attack or block. I think what this card would need to be somewhat or any good, I think if we added to that all turns effect and we said that all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution sources cannot attack or block and cost 1 extra to Digivolve on top of, I think this card would actually be pretty fair. You're just going to slow your opponent down. It's going to be more annoying for them to Digivolve anyways, but with the introduction of trainings as well, it's just easier to get around this. Normally you would just Digivolve on top and it doesn't matter, but being able to get around the 1 cost extra with just a training is probably fine. But it's annoying enough that if you don't have it, this is going to be a pain in the butt. You're probably going to Digivolve and then pass turn, especially if the Hexeblaumon player is actually choking you to 1. You would no longer really be able to just get around it, which I think would be enough. The new Hexeblau retrain, I think, does a good job with that archetype. But if I just wanted this version to be good, that's probably the change I would make in some capacity. Next, BT5, ChaosGallantmon, one of my favorite cards of all time. When Digivolving, you may delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. I'm actually okay with that. I think with the introductions of trainings, again, this card can be fast enough that that doesn't necessarily matter. Being able to pop a 5 just punishes someone if they're being careless and they just throw it out of breeding. Cool, we get to punish them, that's cool. If you don't get to punish them, sure, it doesn't matter. The card doesn't really serve a purpose. Your turn, when one of your other Digimon is deleted, you can play a level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on Digimon played with this effect don't activate. The part of the card I would change is that very last part. I would make it so that your on-plays do trigger. All of the new cards we have that play Digimon from trash do trigger on-plays. I feel like you could use this as a value engine. You'd be able to put some memory gain inheritables underneath it, play a level 5 that plays you a body. You get this out, you have a body to pop, you recycle the on play, you maybe set up some level 3s in trash that have on plays that do something for you to either help you draw cards or floodgate or do something. But this could turn into a great utility tool for your deck if you could trigger on plays, but you don't get to, and that's really punishing, especially in archetype when you have things like the Guilmon that gives a rush. You don't get that rush because that's an on-play ability, so that's probably the small change I would make that makes this card just a little bit more playable. BT5 Megidramon. This one's super easy. When Digivolving, both players trash the top 5 cards of their deck. On deletion, if you have a tamer in play, you may play 1 level 6 Digimon card with Gallantmon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. This card would be really, 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 really good with the new Blast Ace Crimson mode. But this card's name is not treated as ChaosGallantmon. I think if this was treated as ChaosGallantmon, this would be great. You could just play this, you mill 5. If you have a tamer in play, you're going to be able to play a Gallantmon when this dies. There's lots of Gallantmons. I could specifically think of the EX4 ChaosGallantmon that has an on play that would be worth playing. And then you could Blast Ace on top of that, or Blast Ace on top of this, and that would be fantastic. But this is not treated as a Gallantmon, which I do not like. Then we have BT6 Dynasmon. So it costs 4 to Evo. Already, I would change that to 3 immediately. I think 4 cost Evos feel bad. Same thing for ChaosGallantmon, by the way. Make it a 3 cost Evo instead of 4. When Digivolving, trash the top card of your security stack to reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 level 6 or lower Digimon cards among them to your hand. Trash the remaining cards. I would change this to probably reveal top 4, add 1 Digimon card to your hand, and play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon. We have lots of level 6s that just play bodies for free. That's not new. It's not weird. I think trashing a security to play a level 5 and then you get 1 free card, probably fine. Probably nothing groundbreaking. It's not a vaccine either. You're not going to get into this for cheap and then just get more free value off the emissary. It is a data type, so if anything, this would just be a viable top end outside of vaccine to do shenanigans. And then all turns when a card is removed from your security stack, if you have 3 or fewer security, you're going to trigger recovery +1. I think that's fine. So yeah, I would just make this give you a free body. maybe bump it up to 13k because I think Dynasmon's supposed to be like a big baddie. And heck, give him security +1 because why not? Rasenmon Fury Mode from BT8. This digivolves on a yellow or purple level 5 for 3. End of attack, you can digivolve into a Rasenmon in your hand, ignoring its digivolution requirements without paying its digivolution cost. End of your turn, trash the top card of your security stack. Your turn, when this card is trashed as a digivolution card by Rasenmon's effect, unsuspend one of your Digimon and it gets 3k DP for the turn. All this card needs to be viable, make it yellow-purple. This card can't be searched with any trainings or memory boosts. If you're running yellow boosts and trainings, because you want to play tribal, this is a purple deck. So you either need to run purple tribal to actually be able to search it, and then you don't get the Rasenmon top end, or you're stuck playing a purple card in a yellow deck, and that's really awkward. So nobody likes that. Just make it a yellow-purple card, make it searchable. Otherwise, you're just really stuck running like a Guilmon engine to try and find it, and I did mess with that. It's a little bit awkward, so yeah, I would just like it to be 2 colors and searchable, or give us a dedicated searcher for the archetype so that we can find Rasenmon Fury Mode and Rasenmon. Next, BT10 Minervamon, my baby, my child, has Retaliate. Opponent's turn, when an opponent plays a Digimon, you may play 1 level 4 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its play cost. Any on-play effects don't activate. I would axe that part. Just give me my on-plays. All of our new cards give you on-plays. On deletion, if your opponent has 2 or fewer Digimon in play, you may play 1 purple level 5 or lower, or the Merva. I would remove the number stipulation. Just make it so when this dies, it plays you your combo piece. If your opponent plays a Digimon, you get to play a Digimon. Just get rid of the constraints, and this price is probably up to par with the power level of the meta. I mean, all this is a combo piece to play Merva for free. So the EX3 Guilmon is an interesting card. It costs 1 to digivolve onto a purple level 2. Digivolves 4-0 from Guilmon, and on deletion, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k DP or less if nothing is deleted. Both players mill 2. I would probably... This one's tough. The immediate thing I don't like is that this is on deletion. I would probably make this on deletion and when attacking, just to make sure that... Well, I guess that could be really strong if you swing and you die, you get to pop 2 floodgates. So it would either, for me, need to be on deletion and on attacking, so you're either going to mill 4, which is not the craziest thing because Impmon mills a lot. Or if we're just going to keep it on deletion, I would like this to have some kind of inheritable because it's really awkward, I think, when a rookie doesn't have an inheritable. If this doesn't make it on board, it's just kind of a dead card in your stack, and I hate having my rookies serve no purpose, especially if I digivolve on top of it and it did nothing. So some kind of inheritable. Either the inheritable would say when attacking mill 2 to make sure you get the mill off of this, or when attacking pop a 3k or less. Pick one part of that effect and put it in the inheritable. Would probably help this card in the Guilmon mill strategy, which is not super viable. Or just give the purple Guilmon line a way to pop floodgates would be kind of cool. Next, MedievalGallantmon. This card is a mess. 4 to digivolve on a red or green level 5. I would make that 3. It is a 12k. I'd probably make it 13k. Security. Play this card without battling and without paying the cost. At the end of the turn, return this Digimon to your hand. Just get rid of that. Off rip. We don't need to bounce it to our hand. On play, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6k DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and that Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. I think that's probably fine. You're just gonna... It's going to play from security. It's going to delete something with 6k. If it doesn't delete, it's going to suspend something that it doesn't unsuspend. Yeah. I would almost like if it just deleted one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. And if nothing's deleted, suspend something. Because, you know, it would actually make it nasty from security. And there's no reason to play this card at all. So why don't we just make it stupid strong? Make it fun. Why not? Just pop a suspended Digimon. EX4 ChaosGallantmon. Trash end of your turn by deleting one of your other Digimon with Digivolution cards and Gallantmon in its name. You may play this card without paying the cost. I think that's fine. 3 from a level 5 with War Growl in name. That's fine. 4 otherwise. Sure. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7k or less. For every 10 total cards in both players' trashes, add 2k to the maximum this DP-based deletion effect can delete. I would really like... So I run this in some decks because I like ChaosGallantmon and I'm a fiend. If I hate 4-cost Evos. I just hate shoveling us into this, like, if you don't play Tribal, you get punished. Just make it a 3-cost Evo. Who cares? And And then I would make that on play effect on play and when digivolving. This feels bad when you have to digivolve into it if it's your only level 6. It's just a generic 12k level 6, and that's lame. So on play when digivolving, you're going to pop a 7k or less, add 2k for every 10 cards in trash. And then I think this card is probably just a mediocre level 6, but at least it does something when you digivolve into it. So that would be probably my fix. And then obviously making it 3 no matter what would be cool. The last card we're going to go over is BT7 Dorugoramon. It's 3 to digivolve on a black level 5. It is 11k. Your turn, for each card with X antibody in its traits in your sources, you get 1k DP. So that's pretty cool. You'll be a big beater. I don't see why we can't keep that. Sure. When attacking once per turn, you may place 1 card with X antibody in its traits from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with play cost less than or equal to this Digimon's Digivolution cards. This can get fun and silly if you get tons and tons of materials under, but even if you run the full Dex line, you're going to get 5 or 6 cards underneath this, and you're going to tuck 1 when you attack, so you'll be able to pop a 6 or a 7 underneath, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll be able to pop a 7 cost, 2 7 cost or less when you attack, which is kind of a hard fall off because you're not going to be able to. You're probably never going to hit a level 6. You have to swing 5 times to do that. Or you run the UG that tucks sources. What I would like to see this when attacking be is you can place 1 card with X antibody in its traits from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with less DP than this Digimon, and then give it security attack +1. So you're going to swing, you're going to tuck, you'll pop a body and get 2 checks. And honestly, saying that out loud doesn't even sound that crazy by what we do today. I mean, I guess maybe the 1k DP gets silly if you do it like that, because you could potentially be like a 19k, you're just going to pop something. But, like, there's Magna X builds that have more DP than this, so this isn't even, like, that crazy. So, yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll let it happen. So that's it. That's how I would errata my favorite cards. This is a large portion of them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you agree with how I would errata my favorite cards? Would you change these in different ways? What are your favorite cards that you think need to be changed? How would you change them to make them more playable? Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.